I am Dr. Jesse John, Assistant Professor, Department of Anatomy, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today we are discussing the cell division. It is the most important part of our uh, human identity or the animal identity. Kushro Bitia, Namaste. First, we will get the introduction of the cell division, and we will say the cell cycle can be defined as the entire sequence of events happening from the end of one nuclear division to the beginning of the next. So we can say every cell cycle or the cell division, and this has two phases. This is the interphase, and the second is the cell division proper. The time required for completion of the cell cycle differs from species to species, and that interphase is generally known as DNA synthesis phase, and it is consists of G1 as and G2 surfaces. So we will know that cell cycle is completed into the two phase, that is called interphase and cell division proper. And cell division proper, that is always a division of the cellular process, and interphase we will call the DNA synthesis phase also. Now we will see the what is the interface, and we have discussed and get got to know that this is called DNA synthesis phase also, and there is the sub phase that is called G1 and S or G2 phases. Now we will discuss the G1 phases. It is the pre-DNA replication phase, and it is a phase between telophase and S phase. This is the longest phase which takes 12 hours in Vicia feba and most variable period of the cell cycle. Synthesis of the proteins and RNA take place during this phase. Now we will see the S phase, that is called the synthesis phase, and this phase comes after G1 and takes lesser time than G1 phase. It takes 6 hours, and the chromosome and DNA replication take place during this phase. And G2 phase, this is the post DNA replication phase, and last sub stage of the interphase takes 12 hours in Vicia feba. Synthesis of protein and RNA occur during this phase. So in this picture, we can see what is the cell cycle and what is the interface, and you can see that the interface is the phase. There is some replication of the DNA and the RNA. Now we will see the cell division. All the cells are produced by division of the pre-exciting cells, and we everybody know about it. Continuity of the life depends on the cell division, and in the cell division, the division of the nucleus is called karyokinesis, and division of cytoplasm is called cytokinesis, and cell division of the two types, that is the mitosis and meiosis. So every cell has the capacity of dividing itself and giving the daughter cells, and this is the base of the continuity of the life. And we can say there is the nucleus and cytoplasm in the cell, and if the nucleus is divided, then we will say karyokinesis, and if cytoplasm is divided, then we will call cytokinesis. And there are two types of the cell division, that is called mitosis and meiosis. First, we will discuss about the mitosis. The term mitosis was coined by the Fleming in 1882. Coined means it is discovered, invented, and mitosis occurs in somatic organs like root tip, stem tip, and leaf base, etc. Hence, it is also known as somatic cell division. The daughter cells are similar to the mother cell in shape, size, and chromosome complement. Since the chromosomes number is same in daughter cells as compared to that of the mother cell, this is also known as homotypic or equential division. So we can see the mitosis. There are the chromosomes in daughter cells. They are all the same as having in the mother cells. So this is called the sequential division. And mitosis consists of four stages. These are prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. Now we will see prophase. The nucleus takes a dark color with nuclear specific stains, also with acetokeramine adenosine. The size of the nucleus is comparatively big, and the chromosomes that are thin in the initial stages slowly thicken and shorten by a specific process of coiling, and two chromatids of a chromosomes are distinct with the metric pudding and relational coiling. This disintegration of the nucleus membrane denotes the end of the prophase. So here, what happened in prophase? The size of the nucleus big and chromosomes change in initial days and stages, and the chromosomes get slowly thickened and shortened by a specific process that is the called coiling. And now the chromatids of the chromosomes get distinct because of the matrix coating and relational coiling. And when the disintegration of nuclear membrane happen, then we can see that is the end of the process. So you can see in this picture how early prophase their chromosomes, they are very thin, and mid prophase the chromatids they became this will clear, and we can see in the chromatids of the chromosomes, and late prophase where the disintegration of nuclear membrane happen. So this is the end of the prophase. Now we will see the metaphase. The size of the chromosomes is further reduced and thickened. The distinctive centromeres of each chromosome is connected to the poles through spindle fibers, and the chromosomes move towards equator, and the centromere of each chromosome is arranged on equatorial plate. This type of the orientation of centromeres on equator is known as autorientation, and the chromosomes at this stage are shortest and thickest, and chromatids of the chromosomes are held together at the point of the centromere. So we can see there are two poles it is made, and the chromosomes arranged on a move towards the equator, and they arrange on equatorial plate. So we can see the chromosomes line up along the metaphase plate. So here we can see the chromosomes. The arrangement happened at the line along the metaphase line. Now we will see the anaphase. We can see in these pictures there are two equatorial poles. We can see here, and the chromatids are divided and they are going towards the pole of the cells. And we can see in this picture the centromere of each chromosome separate first and move towards the poles. You can see this, and the chromosomes show V, L, and I shape respectively as the anaphase progresses, and sister chromatids move to the poles, and chromosomes number is constant, but the quantity of each chromosome is reduced to half. So we can see here the chromosomes is chromosome number is very constant, but quantity, what is the quantity that one chromosome has, it is reduced to the half. Now we will see the telophase. Here the entirely under the formation of the cell, we can see here chromosomes lose their identity and become a mass of the chromatin. The nucleus will be reorganized from the chromatin. At late telophase stage, the cell plate will divide the cell into the two daughter cells. Now we will see the cytokinesis. The division of the cytoplasm usually occurs between the anaphase, late and end of the telophase. So the cytokinesis, it means the division of the cytoplasm. It will happen during the late anaphase and the early end of the telophase. So it is the phase where the cell formation going to act in the mitosis. Now we will see the what is the significance of the mitosis, and it is very neat for the development of the zygote into the adult organism, essential for the normal growth and development of the living organism, and it is very essential for giving the shape the specific organism, and it leads to the formation of the new organs like roots, leaves, stems, and the branches, and it helps in repairing of damaged parts, and it will replace the old decayed and dead cells, and thus it helps to overcome aging of the cells, and it helps in asexual propagation of the vegetatively propagated crops like sugarcane, banana, sweet potato. And mitosis leads to production of identical progeny in such crop. It is useful in maintaining the purity of the types because it leads to production of identical daughter cells, and it does not allow segregation and recombination to occur. So this is a picture, so we can see entirely all the phases in the one short picture. So you can see how the mitosis happen in cells, how the two cells are beginning to formation, and how it is ended up in completely formation of the two cells. So this is all about the mitosis, and we will take it into the next video, that is meiosis. Thank you so much.